So this is a very special Google TV box. We're talking about 4 gigs RAM, 64 gig storage, a brand new S905XM CPU, Dolby Digital, Dolby Atmos, a fully featured remote control with lots of extra functionality, Wi-Fi 6, AI upscaling, and also gigabit Ethernet. Could this be the box you've been waiting for to replace your aging, dying Firestick? Make sure you hit that like button because I want to make sure this video goes out to as many Firestick users as possible. Let me now plug this in and let's answer those key questions right now. Okay, so we're now in the all too familiar Google TV homepage, and I have to say guys, out of the box, without me making any modifications, any tweaks, the box is very responsive. So just moving around, going through the menus, it's really fast. I'll put the exact specifications on the screen, but as a quick check, let's go over to the settings, go to all settings, let's go down into system, and we can see out of the box you will be receiving Android TV version 14 on this particular security patch version. And if you go back, in terms of storage out of the box, more or less you see you have around about 53 gigs of storage available, so ample storage for all of your streaming applications, even games, utilities. You can happily install them directly on that internal storage, but the fact that you get a full-size USB port, it does mean you can very easily expand the storage if you ever want to do that. Okay, let me now answer those key questions that I'm sure you're asking about this brand new Buzz TV Google series. Okay, first up, how fast is the Wi-Fi on this brand new box? Well, before we jump on Wi-Fi, I am pleased to say that this box does give you full gigabit Ethernet. If I go and test that first, and we can see on a quick speed test, this box is pushing almost 1 gig speed, so that is just a fantastic speed. Anybody that likes streaming high quality, high remux, high bitrate content, having those kinds of speeds really will give you maximum performance. Let's do that one more time. We can see in test number 2, again with the Ethernet cable plugged in, again very close to 800 meg down, so super fast. Let me now unplug the Ethernet cable and let's do a Wi-Fi 6 speed test. Okay, so test number 1, we get just under 350 meg down, which is more than enough even for 8K streaming. Let's do one more test. Again, we can see second test, again over 300 meg, no problem. So Wi-Fi 6 working absolutely fine. And of course, with that gigabit Ethernet, for the ones that want to get maximum speed, you can easily plug this in and really just get great throughput. So that's the speed test. Next up, probably one of the main questions, how easy is it to sideload on this new box? Well, super easy. The box does support the official Google Play Store. I've already been there to download your application. The very first time you open it, you may see a prompt asking you for permissions. Okay, it didn't ask me. I can now go to the top. I can now just enter in any short code. Let's go for my brand new website, which we know is just 53402. Let's type that in, click on go. You can go to the top. Let's click on get tools. We can now scroll down, make sure you read the disclaimer. Let's try to download a media player. Let's just go for this one over here. Let's click on that. Let's click on I understand. Make sure you're using VPN when accessing any of the streaming content. Wait a few seconds. That begins to download. And we now get this prompt here. So this just tells you that you do have the ability to install any application that you like. You just have to give it permission the very first time you do it. So I can now click on settings. And let's now turn on downloader, and we can now see the prompt that do you want to install this. I can click on install, and really that's how easy it is to sideload any application that you like on this box. Now you do also have the ability to turn off Play Protect, so if you really want total control of your device, you can also turn that off, which means it's up to you to ensure the validity or the safety of applications that you install. And I think for many people, they do want that power that I purchased this device, so it's totally up to me which applications I want to install on it. Nobody else should be able to tell me that this application is not safe or this application is too risky. That should be my decision. So in terms of that, you definitely will get more control on a device like this compared to something like a Amazon Fire TV device. Let's back out of that. Next up, can I plug in a USB formatted drive formatted as exFAT and stream large movies? Now, the reason why I mentioned exFAT is, unfortunately, most boxes just support FAT32, which has a limitation of a 4 gig file size. So for your larger movies, it just won't be supported. But I'm pleased to say on this device, as you can see here, I've already plugged in a USB drive formatted as exFAT. I can now click on one of these movies that I previously purchased. and we can see exactly the file name, and you can see that this file is 5.65 gigabytes in size, so definitely more than the FAT32 limitation. And I can now click on play, works flawlessly, so super fast, super responsive. I can even forward that a bit, and that's working absolutely fine. So exFAT is fully supported. I know lots of you do love carrying your movies on a USB hard drive or other USB media, and you can happily stream all of that content even if it is formatted as exFAT. Next up, for my UK audience, can I use the standard UK streaming applications, your ITVs, Channel 4s, BBC, etc.? And the short answer is yes, generally for the most part. So as you can see here, ITV works out of the box, no problem. You can also see directly on the homepage, we've got the official applications for all four, and also Channel 5 also works. The only one I couldn't find was the B one, but it is available directly on my website. I was able to easily sideload that, as you can see here, one click, and you can see we can now access all that content really without any issue whatsoever. And that's working absolutely fine. So UK applications generally as a whole work absolutely fine on this new Buzz TV G series. Let's back out of that. Next up, what is the video quality or playback like on this device? And I have to say, guys, it's absolutely flawless. So here I'm just playing a 4K clip from YouTube. You can see it's processed more than 2,800 frames, and it's not dropped a single one, guys. I mean, this probably goes back to the really good Wi-Fi speeds, really good Ethernet speeds, and the fact that the processor is very new. It can easily handle all of this streaming content really without breaking any kind of sweat. Similarly for your other streaming applications, your third-party ones, those work flawlessly, no issues. I personally do stream with RD, as I'm sure you know now, and using RD you can really just find the best, highest quality links, and all of them just play really without any hiccup, any stutter, allowing you to enjoy the best streaming content available. If you don't know what RD is, leave me a comment below and I'll send you some information on that. Next up, can I use a VPN on this box? And the short answer is yes. Your favorite VPN, I personally recommend IPVanish. It's super fast, super reliable, and it does give you unlimited connection. So one account, you can install it on all of your Android TVs, your Firesticks, your computers, laptops, phones, tablets. All of them can be covered and protected just with a single license. And right now there's a super special offer just for the month of May. If you scan that QR code, you'll get a great price, and it's also the best way to support me and my work, so many thanks for doing that. Next up, can I use a custom launcher on this Buzz TV box? Because you see with Google TV, especially on the home screen, you do see quite a lot of sponsored content, lots of recommended shows. Well, the great thing is you can easily install any custom launcher that you like, and with one click, 3, 2, 1, works absolutely fine. You see no adverts, no sponsored content, really nice, clean, simple layout, super fast, super responsive. Open up any application. The next time you press the home button, 3, 2, 1, you'll instantly go back to your custom launcher. So custom launchers work absolutely fine on this Buzz TV box. Next up, can I enable advanced AI upscaling on this box? So maybe if I'm watching older content, maybe 720p, 1080p content, I can now use the upscaling to bring it up to 4K or at least improve the picture quality. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to find an option to do that with the standard home screen. But again, if you use a custom launcher, like for example, Project Ivy, I can now go to the settings at the top, go down into the Amlogic additional settings. I can go down to picture settings, and we can now see, we see the AI picture quality, AI SR. So you can turn that on, and you have the option you have options of off, low, or high. So this means you'll get maximum upscaling, which you may see some benefit if you are watching older, low quality content. So the answer is yes, it is available, but to access that menu, you do have to go through a third-party launcher. So wrapping this up, what are my closing thoughts on this Buzz TV G series? Well, overall, I have to say I'm very impressed with this box, primarily because of the performance. As you saw at the start of this video, the box really is very snappy. So probably one of the biggest complaints that people have of using a Firestick is it does get sluggish, especially when you've used it for a while. Just navigating around, opening up applications, it does seem to get very slow. But this box definitely, I've not really noticed any kind of slowdowns. Things just open up very quickly. Stopping applications, restarting them, all just works really fast. Now we know spec-wise it does give you that very generous 4 gigs RAM and that massive 64 gigs of storage. So from that point of view, you really have nothing to worry about. This box will last you a very long time. The fact that it is fully certified means that you do get all of your certifications. you get Dolby Digital, Dolby Atmos, all works absolutely fine. Now on the flip side, the box is a little bit on the pricey side. I do have a 10% discount code if you want to check it out, but definitely it's not a cheap box. But again, if you're looking for a box to last you some time, a box that's fully supported, a box that will give you the latest updates, I don't think that price is too ridiculous to ask for. Also, there are some issues with audio pass-through, so again, do double check and make sure that this box can do exactly what you're after. But generally, for most people looking for a very fast, very capable streaming box, I do think this is a great option, and I would easily recommend it to my audience. I do plan to review other options, other boxes, so make sure you are subscribed with all notifications. Do leave me a comment below, let me know what you think about this box, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.